Welcome back and welcome to Memphis, Tennessee, the Memphis Jewish Community Center, where we are moments away from our second Tier 1 semifinal, which will feature the Ramaz School Rams from New York versus the YULA Panthers from Los Angeles. A matchup that everyone has been looking forward to, 2 versus 3. Ramaz, the 2 seed. YULA, the 3 seed. YULA, a 2-time champion here in Memphis. These longtime rivals have been looking forward to this matchup all Shabbat. And if he has tuned in, I do want to say hello to Joe Schwartz listening in New York. A little offended that Joe doesn't remember me, but it's Josh Thomas. I'll be alongside Stuart Thomas, who stepped away for the moment, but should be back shortly as we are prepared to bring you this action. Winner of this game to face the North Shore Hebrew Academy Stars in the championship tomorrow. North Shore victorious in the semifinal over the Chicago Tigers 61-50. That was a rematch of last year's championship game. Who will North Shore play? Will it be YULA or Ramaz? YULA as the 3 seed. One of the few times we've ever seen them in their road uniforms here, black and gold instead of white and black as we've seen in the past. Black and gold with gold numbers and white trim. Have not yet gotten a look at what Ramaz will be sporting. Again, if you would like to share any info with me here in the broadcast booth, you can tweet me at JT on the cards. That's JT on the cards. And heck, feel free to text me if you'd like at, I'll just go ahead and give out my phone number, 901-218-4139. Either way you can find me. If you're not in the Twitterverse and would rather text, 901-218-4139. If there's any pronunciation issues that we're having or just some background information on some players, on the teams. Both these teams relatively familiar with each other. Kind of a East Coast, West Coast rivalry. YULA Panthers and the Ramaz Rams. We'll give Stuart a chance to eat his delicious looking, what is that, a steak sandwich? What is that officially called? Barbecue sandwich from the delicious Holy Cow Cafe here in the Jewish Community Center lobby. Kudos to Holy Cow if your sons tell you that the food here was good. Largely catered by Holy Cow the whole weekend, save for the Friday night dinner where players and families were hosted at local families' houses for Friday night dinner after the davening Friday night at Baron Hirsch. Friday night featured a oneg at the Cooper Yeshiva High School, including an appearance by Tamir Goodman, the one time known as the Jewish Jordan, who, by all accounts, gave a very good presentation to the players about working in the sports world and maintaining your Jewish identity and your Jewish observance, and how you can follow your dreams and still stay true to your principles. This morning, an assistant coach from Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee, Yanni Hofnagel, spoke to the boys after davening, after Kiddush, in between Kiddush and lunch, and he had a very good message, and he was, I think, well received by the boys, and gave out his business card to everyone, told them feel free to contact him with questions and network with him. Really, really a nice young man. But after our interlude, our Shabbaton interlude from basketball, we're back into basketball action. From Motzei Shabbat until when the boys leave, it's pretty much 24 hours of straight basketball, because we'll be here until 1 or 2 in the morning, and then be right back at it tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Although, do not forget to turn your clocks forward tomorrow, or excuse me, turn your clocks back. Don't do that. Turn your clocks back, as we pick up an hour with daylight savings going off tonight, so an extra hour of sleep for everybody. 2 minutes left on the clock here before tip-off. We'll work on getting to the starting lineups as soon as we have them. Neither of these teams have players' names on the back, so it's a little bit harder, but familiar with most of the personnel. Both teams going through their pregame set as we speak. YULA will no doubt look to feature Himmelman, but they've got other weapons. They've got a deep squad, and they can go probably 9 or 10 players deep easily. I'm personally a fan of Moshe Wilner, their senior center, listed as 6'1", who plays kind of like a linebacker type game, very strong, can elevate, does a lot of good things on the floor, nothing flashy. But I was very impressed with his game earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, I've only seen YULA once. Seen Ramaz a couple of times. They pretty much go through Gio and a couple of the Tauber boys. And then, but really Daniel Berg is huge. Is where their points are coming from.
Berg was huge the other day, but they're also a deep squad. Look for Amzalag to come off the bench, as well as Tahari. And then, of course, Jamie Cattell is kind of their main scorer. A lengthy interior player, listed as a shooting forward. You don't see that very often. Or small forward. A small forward.
I think that would be small forward.
He's shooting guard, but I just was listing him as a scorer. He provides a lot of offensive punch to the. I'd like to say hello to all the YULA students getting ready for the watch party out there on the left coast. And please, if he's not with you, say hello to your head of school, Dove Emerson, the Memphian, who I'm sure is tuning in, and we'd like to say hello. Dove Emerson, of course, is a Cooper, not a Cooper. He is a Cooper. Clarification on that pronunciation remark. Arye Sufrin, and then I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, pointing out that YULA is trying to win their 3rd out of 4 trips here to Memphis. And this time doing it with a different squad. They kind of won those first 2 with the core group led by Jack Gindy. So now they're trying to come here and win a 3rd time with a new group. Although Himmelman is back, as well as number 22, Malcolm Solomon. He's a returning player. YULA wins the opening tip. Solomon across the timeline in the center circle sets up the offense. You got Sokol out there with him. Solomon swings it around to Lieber. Now Himmelman in the corner. Gets back to Sokol. Lieber dribbles in, puts up the runner off the glass, gets it to go. 2-0 YULA. A lot of emotion. Both teams coming out fired up. Number 13, Usher Raymer, also starting for YULA. We'll get you the Ramaz starting lineup here momentarily. Justin Haber has the ball. He dribbles into the lane. Gets it off to Berg. Berg gives it back to him. Tobin Hess on the floor as well. But now steal other way. Solomon goes in. Tries to draw contact. No foul. Now, after the ball was corralled by, let's see who that was, but now here's Tobin Hess, gets it to Cattell. Now Berg in the corner. Long 2, gets it to go over Himmelman. Nice shot by Berg.
Nice, good recognition there by Cappell to find Berg for the little 14-footer.
Wilner not only a star on the floor, but we'll save this tidbit for when he's in the ball game. Now a long shot from Solomon is short, and then the ball goes out of bounds off of Sokol. 2-all in the early going.
Obviously, these two teams see each other twice a year, here and at Sarachek. Seriously, I mean,
this is a long-time rivalry. It's kind of a, one of these things where you build up and you're excited about the matchup. Oh, Himmelman rejects Berg. The big man sending it there, and a good job by YULA to keep that ball in play.
Yeah.
So you don't only get the block, you also get like a turnover. Now here's Himmelman posting up. Gets it back out to Solomon. Ball swings to Lieber in the corner, and he nails the three. That's 5 for him early on. Adam Lieber providing the early offense for YULA.
Great job by Menachem Solomon to find the big fella in the corner for the three.
YULA up 5-2, under 6 to play. Now a steal by Solomon. He goes down the other end and lays it in easily. Turnover there for Talbury. Got to be a little bit more careful with the ball, the Rams. Now here's Haber across the timeline. Picked up by Solomon. Gets it over to Tobin Hess. Now inside to Capel. Hillman does a good job of coming over and doubling. Now Haber. Dribbles to the right. Tries to get it to Berg. Berg knows he's got Hillman in there waiting for him. We'll see if Ramaz has an answer for that. Now here's Tobin Hess from the corner. His three is short. Nice job by Tobin Hess to follow, and now we're going to get a tie-up, and now we'll give the ball back to the Rams. Good job on the offensive boards there by the Rams to keep it alive. Tobin has to trigger the inbounds pass underneath the basket. Berg in the corner out to Capel. Capel looking to create. Puts up a leaner. Oh, that goes halfway down and bounces out. Local looks to run the other way. Gets it over to Solomon in the right hash mark. Now Lieber in the corner. He's feeling it. He's got another three, and it's 8.
Beautiful shot there by Lieber.
Excuse me, 10-2. 8-point lead and quick timeout for Ramaz. Early on here, no reason to panic, Stu.
No, not at all. But they're going to have to recognize Lieber's making those shots, so they're going to have to step out. Those are 2 wide open threes. And they're going to have to work something. I expect something right now out of this offensive timeout by Coach Dolney to get something set up for Jamie Capel. He's got to get worked into the offense quickly. That last three was in and out, but it was still a contested three that just really didn't need to be shot. So let's look to see maybe a play, maybe an off-ball screen or two to get him put down in the block. I mean, he just needs to get going. Yesterday, his shots were not falling, and he got a little frustrated. He still played great defense and certainly contributed to their win.
Yeah, but Berg did a nice job of stepping up.
Yes, for sure. So let's see if Jamie can get going here, and then Ramaz is going to really need that to beat this YULA team.
10-2, 8-point lead for YULA. Very early here in the semifinal matchup. Ball into the corner for Capel. He goes up, he gets fouled on the jump shot. Good call, Lieber, a little too aggressive on the defense there.
Looked like a set play to get the ball inbounds to Haber, who drove the lane and then kicked it out to Capel. And I think YULA very well understands that he is their scorer, and so every time he gets the ball, there's 2 guys on him.
Foul on Lieber sends Capel to the line, swishes the first.
And nothing, let me tell you, nothing does better for a shooter than to see that free throw go in the basket. Once you just see that ball go in the basket, then his shots are going to start falling as well. It's just going to really help his confidence.
Tahari.
So really good for him to get to the free throw line right now.
Tahari comes in. Oh, and the second one's short. Good job by Sokol to tip the rebound to his teammate. Now YULA the other way.
The first look at Asher Raymer.
Sokol gets it back to him. He thinks about the three, doesn't take it. He and Sokol exchange the ball on the right side. He's got Solomon out to his left. Now Raymer swings it around to Lieber. He's got 2 early threes and 8 points all told. Now inside to Himmelman. Tries to dump down. Might want to just go up with that. There.
Yeah, and then a little reach in, a frustration call there. Coach Hamey is not happy with that one.
Daniel Sion checks in the ball game. He's got an athletic game. He will replace Raymer. Haber brings the ball up court for the Rams, trailing by 7, 10-3, early going. Capel, left hash, guarded by Lieber. Now Berg, top of the key. It's going to be tough for him to see over the taller Himmelman. Now Haber tries to penetrate, gets it back. Tobin Hess, shot from the top of the key, can't get it to go, and then looks like Sion's going to call for the reach. Rams again, chance to cut into the 7-point Panther lead. YULA up 10-3, just a little more than halfway done here in the first quarter. Tobin Hess along the baseline. Gets it out to Berg, right elbow. He swings to Haber. And then in the lane, Tobin has a little too long in there. Gets called for the 3 seconds. Illustrious Ramaz alum Adam Groveman stepping into the gym and try to root his Rams on. Here's Lieber, guarded by Tahari and Capel. Steal, or nearly a steal, and then ultimately the ball goes off of Capel's leg. So good defense there by Ramaz, but they cannot get the turnover. Bounce play comes to Solomon. Here's Himmelman along the baseline, guarded by Berg. Swings it left to Solomon. His 3 is off the mark, rebounded by Berg. Ramaz might want to try to push here, try to get something in transition. Here's Berg trying to take it at Himmelman. That's a tough matchup for him. Here's Tobin Hess in the lane, stripped from behind by Sokol. Solomon looking to run. Other way, travels, no call, gets it to go. 8 steps, no call there. Lead 9, 12-3, biggest lead so far for the Panthers.
Ramaz going to have to figure out something here.
Comes inside around. Himmelman is just doing a good job of neutralizing Berg right
absolutely. And also Lieber on Capel as well.
Lieber, no block there, but certainly an altered shot. Then not a good pass there from Solomon trying to find a streak in Zion. Turnover, good steal by the Rams. Down by 9, 12-3, 2.5 to play. Looks like Wilner might check in on the next whistle. And here's Berg, quick turnaround. Can't get it to go. Capel keeps it alive, gets it to Berg, and then stolen from behind by Sion. Good hands for the Panthers. And then on the other end, missed, but then tipped by Himmelman, using his height there to his advantage, up 14-3 now. Yeah. 11-point lead.
Berg's got to go back up with that. When he puts it on the floor, YULA's just too quick. They're going right at the ball there.
Berg looks to create. I think we're going to get another 3-second call. Tobin Hess in there again. And Wilner will check in, it looks like, for Lieber. A fun fact about Wilner, Stewart, in addition to his basketball prowess, he was also recently invited to speak at a conference for PhD professors on research that he was doing at the school. So
very nice.
Obviously does good work in the classroom as well.
Good job.
Here's Sokol.
Like to see that.
Kicks it out to Solomon in the corner. Keep on the floor at the block. Might want to take a look at that. Oh, nice steal by Ramaz. They desperately need points. See if they can get him here in transition. Oh, and again, so strong. Went up there and just completely denied the play up top. Little bump on the bottom from Wilner. I know it was a foul, but still a nice looking block from Wilner.
Yeah.
He's really just a strong, athletic player. Berg go at the line. It's the first to go. Lead is back to 10, 14-4. Panther fans in Los Angeles a little no, they're not concerned. They're actually up. I'm sorry. Enjoying the action right now. If anybody's up at 12-10 in New York with Ramaz, they're hoping things can be turned around here. And now steal. That's what they're going to need to create opportunities with their defense.
And they can do that. They're very quick on defense.
Geel in the ball game now for the Rams.
Nice play. Oh. Good look for the little kind of pick and roll there.
Yep. Try to get it to.
I think he was trying to dump it down maybe to Berg.
Or to Epstein, I think, in the ball game.
Oh, okay.
Epstein might have done a little better job of cutting towards the rim than he might have been able to find it. Now here's Capel. Denied by Sion and Himmelman. 2 people running at Capel every time he has the ball and trying to make a move. Now here's Berg. Oh, good quick move, but he took steps in doing so.
And again, Berg's getting the ball at the free throw line where we've seen him on Thursday and Friday be very effective, but he has not run into someone of Himmelman's height at 6'5", probably even 6'6", and the length. Yeah. And so Berg is just getting a little, not I want to say intimidated as much as just affected by the way he plays.
Sokol just has happy feet right there and gets called for the travel.
Absolutely. I'm not suggesting that Berg was intimidated that he just doesn't know what to do, but he's going to have to change. He's going to have to adjust a little bit on some of his the way he's normally played because of the length of Himmelman.
He's listed as a 6-foot center. I'm not sure if he is 6 feet tall, but clearly he's going to have to find a different way to be effective here than he was the first 2 games. Nice job by Sion there to get the deflection, but the ball goes out of bounds. They'll stay here with Rams ball. 49 seconds to play in the first quarter. 10-point lead for YULA early here in this semifinal game. Cooper Invitational. Geel with the ball now, guarded by Solomon. Gets it to Berg. Berg might have thought about just taking that shot on the initial pass. Now here's Capel. Leaner can't get it to go. They're going to get a push off on Geel underneath the basket. Well, either Geel, was that 3 or 3-3?
3-1.
Oh, it was 3. Okay, so it was on Chetrit. 30 seconds to play. Here's Lieber. Gets it over to Wilner. Now Solomon. Across the line, timeline. Now Lieber. Ramaz looking to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit. Clock ticks down to 17, 16. Now Himmelman in the lane. Back out to Solomon. Lieber. 3. Short. Rebound. Chetrit. Chance for Ramaz to score here at the end of the quarter. Ball gets to He's got Himmelman waiting for him. And then his pass is stolen. And the ball's going to dribble out of bounds or roll out of bounds as the clock ticks down to 0. So empty trips for both teams there at the end of the quarter. Chance for YULA to extend, chance for Ramaz to cut into the lead. Neither were able to do so.
Yeah, Ramaz got the steal with about 10 seconds to go and got the ball up court in plenty of time. But Berg then took a look at the clock instead of just going at it. And, you know, you would have liked to have seen him just go straight to the basket. I think actually Himmelman does have length on him and height for sure, but I think Berg could go in and cause some contact, maybe get a call. He's going to have to try to do something. You're going to get blocked, all right, but you might get the call as well. These referees have showed that if you don't block it cleanly and clearly, they're going to make the call.
Yeah, but Himmelman's definitely in Berg's head right now because he's a little bit hesitant and he's trying to figure out, but you know he's going to have to go around him or extend his game out a little further in order to, you know, and then if he can maybe do that, maybe make a shot or two, maybe he can pull Himmelman away from the basket and create some opportunities for his teammate.
Absolutely, no question about that.
First quarter, clearly, first round definitely goes to YULA. They lead by 10 and have the ball starting the second quarter. And here we go. Sion, the inbound pass, gets it to Solomon. Nearly an over and back. Here's Solomon now to Lieber. He's got Sokol posting up at the free throw line, guarded by Jack Talbert now in the game for Ramaz. Pass back over to Lieber. He spins left. Hash mark. Goes back to the top of the key. Ramaz doing a nice job of challenging the passing lanes. Wilner's trying to post up down on the post. He's strong. Has the ability to use his strength. Himmelman taking a seat right now, getting a rest. There's Lieber, turns, puts it up. Missed, and then Sokol tried to tip in the rebound, couldn't get it to go, but then quick hands for YULA creates a steal. Nice job by Wilner to recognize the situation, to kick it back out and reset the offense. Make Ramaz defend again. They trail by 10. First minute of the second quarter here in this semifinal game. Lieber, Sokol at the free throw line. Dumps down to Wilner. Going to get fouled by Chetrit. Chetrit will send Wilner to the line. Not a bad foul by Chetrit. Wilner had an easy look if he doesn't
right.
Make him earn it.
No, absolutely. And look, good defense there by Ramaz, but also great patience show by the Panther offense. Throwing the ball around the perimeter, then got it to the elbow, and then a nice pass from Sokol down to Wilner. And let's see if he can make the free throws, but well played there. And he did.
Good. So they anticipate. Does that make it? That makes it 15. Yeah. Okay. That was a quick job on the scoreboard. I looked up and it was already up there. Nice job, Cooper on the
absolutely. Very anticipatory word of the day.
Yeah. Try to throw that in a few more times. Brought to you by the letter A, if I'm not mistaken. Wilner misses the second, and a nice job by Talbert. Aaron Cohen, number 11, to go in and get that rebound. Now here's Chetrit trying to take it at Wilner. Amzalag in the ballgame now. His leaner's no good. Great job by Cohen to get the rebound. Dumps it off to Chetrit. Chetrit goes up, gets it to go. Badly needed points there for the Rams. Both teams kind of have sort of a secondary lineup in the game right now.
And correct. And right now, the Ramaz has to take advantage of the Himmelmans on the bench. They're going to have to go attack the glass. Oh, nice offensive rebound there.
Oh, Sion with the rebound. Can't get the layup to go, though. Now the ball's on the floor. Comes back out to Solomon. He fakes the three. Pulls back. Gets it over to Sokol, top of the key. Second chance here for the Panthers. Good pass to a cutting Solomon, but he can't handle it.
Yeah, and I think Coach Haney is going to realize that he's going to get Hillman back on the floor.
Wilner will sit back down. Good minutes for the senior. Lead is 9. 15-6 YULA. And the Rams cut this, make it a little closer, get it down to 7 or even 6. Here's Geel, corner Amzalag. Along the baseline, shovel pass to Cohen. Bumps, gets bumped. Kind of shovels up a left-handed shot and can't get it to go. YULA corrals the rebound, and they run the other way. There's Solomon at the right half. Over to Sion.
He walked.
Shot, yeah, tried to get his feet set. Yeah. Walked into it. Sion and Wilner both give YULA just an advantage athletically over some of these other teams. Both of them can elevate very fast. Sion there just a little sloppy with his footwork as he tried to set up for the 3. Now in the corner, Capel's 3 is off the mark. Hillman going to fall down as he tries to go for the rebound. Falls into the stands. No harm there. Everybody seems to be okay. But the ball will stay here on Ramaz end. They trail by 9, 15-6, 5:32 to play in the second quarter. Coast to coast here as we are featuring a team from New York, team from LA. Berg put the ball down low and Himmelman just slapped it away. Oh, nice job though by Chetry to come away with it. Puts up the layup, cannot get him to go. Both teams having some close-in shots, not ball. Now, great job by Himmelman to find a streaking Solomon.
Yeah.
Geel. I think the referee might have originally thought he was about to call foul. Then he realized, hey man, that's a clean block. He calls, good job to call the jump ball. And then Ramaz is rewarded with possession as the possession arrow favors them. So great job by Geel to prevent the breakout.
Good hustle there. Nice play by Himmelman to get it up to Solomon, but Solomon just couldn't convert. Good defense there by Geel.
Now here's Amzalag, left side. Goes up, gets blocked. Again, Himmelman, his presence, making his presence known and felt. On the other end, another slick behind the back pass from Sokol to Solomon, but Solomon decides to pull it back out. A little razzle-dazzle from the LA crowd. Showtime.
Yeah, I think they call it showtime out there.
And then on the miss from Remmer. Now here's Berg. Over to Chetrit now. Geel. Geel dribbles to the baseline. It's bumped, no call. Amzalag, Berg. Berg takes down again. Everything, I think you just know, every time Berg touches it, you know that Himmelman is on his mind.
On his 6. He's not on his 9, he's on his 6.
Mine, that's on his mind.
Oh, mine. I'm sorry. I thought you said he's on his 9. I was like, no, that would be on his 6.
He knows he's got
Let's just say he's blanketed him.
He just knows he's got to think about him, that
right.
A shot that he might normally be able to get off. He knows he's got to have more room than he normally would have.
A celebrity in the audience, Elliot Winder, of the sports show. What's it called? What's the name of the show?
The Press Box.
The Press
Please,
Box.
Stuart. At Sports 56 WHBQ. You can find it on iTunes Radio. A fine hour of sports talk from 1 to 2 o'clock Central. Listeners from all over the country and the world, in fact. A lot of callers from New Jersey.
And Israel.
And you get some from Israel every so often, but it's a good hour on sports.
And
a lot of college football.
A lot of college football, a lot of college basketball, of course, coming up. And then always talk about Hazel and, and Opie and Mayberry RFD.
You occasionally get some good old-time television.
Absolutely.
After the timeout, YULA has the ball, leading by 9, 15-6. Low scoring second quarter right here. Solomon now with the ball. Left side, swings it around to Ramber. Now Lieber looking to build on his earlier shooting touch, misses it, and then Himmelman loses the dribble. On the other end, Chetry goes in and gets blocked. Himmelman gets the rebound. Another missed opportunity for the Rams. They still trail by 9.
Oh,
halfway done.
Move.
Up and under.
Oh!
Wow. That was...
I have a feeling there was an element of prayer in that shot.
Just kind of threw it up and got fouled. Got that wild behind-the-back shot to go. Lead is 11 with a chance for 12 if Solomon can make this free throw. Nothing the Rams can do about that. That's just good athletic ability there for Solomon. Solomon's at the line. Dribbles, shoots, misses. Rebound by, this is Weiss in the ball game. Here's Haber. Got Weiss to his right. Capel to his left. Capel gets it. Looks to create. It's the Berg in the corner. Now Capel tries to post. They can't get it to him. Haber puts up a kind of a wild leaner, no good. Rebounded by Sokol. Now Solomon. Lead is 11, 17-6. YULA. There's Remmer. Gets it into the Himmelman. Himmelman dumps it off to Sokol. He misses it, but does a nice job of recognizing the situation. Tips it out to one of his teammates.
Oh,
now
nice
back
pass.
into nice re-entry pass right there. Missed the short shot there from Sokol.
Good recognition there from Himmelman.
A good passer for a big man. Now Tobin Hess from deep, and it's short, air ball. And I think Himmelman saved it, but was out of bounds. Didn't need to. The ball would have been YULA ball regardless. So that was, had time to think about that. But again, sometimes instincts take
tough.
over.
That's a tough one to combat.
He's going to try to save that. Now I think looks like this is number 32, Benjamin. 32, Natan Golf is for YULA, holding Capel on the inbounds play, trying to deny him.
YULA's thrown like 2 or 3 different players at Capel, keeping a fresh defender on him. So that's obviously the MO for tonight.
And like as we saw earlier with the Memphis game, we saw the young freshman Camp just take it to the defense, knowing it's going to be difficult for him to get it up, but he's creating the contact, getting forcing the officials to make a call. That's going to send James Weiss to the line. He of the excellent hair. I've been admiring the hair all weekend. It's really great. Misses the free throw, unfortunately. Maz has got to take advantage of these chances at the free throw line.
YULA timeout.
Timeout from Coach Hamey wants to talk about things. His Panthers lead 17-6, just under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. It was 14-4 at the end of one, so we've had a really low-scoring second quarter. Ramaz did a little better job of denying YULA scoring opportunities, but have not been able to convert on the offensive end.
Right. Ramaz is going to have to find some offensive production from somebody. I don't know that it's going to be able to come from Capel because there's a concerted effort here from there's a concerted effort here from YULA to stop him from scoring and let someone else beat him.
Talber will check back in for Ramaz. Weiss's second does not roll in, and then on the rebound, YULA comes away with it. Here's Lieber. Slows it down, gets it over to Remmer. Solomon to his left, pass is tipped. Solomon gets it down to the corner. Lieber stolen by Berg.
Good hands there
Ramaz
by
has
Berg.
got to look to score here in transition.
Yeah.
Nearly loses it, and then he throws it away. Here's Solomon the other way, 1-on-2. Hesitation move needs to get called for palming. Effectively a double. Nice hesitation move, but in doing so, put his hand under the basketball and gets called for. So yeah, again, we're still 17-6, 2:30 to play in the second quarter. Ramaz basketball. Haber brings it across the timeline, gets it over to Talber. Talber hands back to him. Kind of a give and go play. Now here's Capel, his first really open look. Look like he got hit on the follow through. Now here's Tobin Hess from inside the top of the key. Capel keeps it alive. Then I think he actually threw it off the back of the basket. Yeah. The aforementioned L.A. Winter noting that should have been out of bounds when it hit the stanchion.
Nothing falling for Ramaz right now. They're getting some good looks and just nothing to really
That was
fall
probably
for.
Capel's most open situation.
Right.
But a good job of closing by YULA, although I did think he got a little hit on the follow-through. Solomon over to Remmer. Now along the baselines with Lieber. Ramaz tries to trap, but Lieber does a nice job of dribbling out. Now here's Sion. This time he gets the
nice
short
skip,
shot.
nice skip pass there from Remmer down to Sion for the bucket. And that's been the difference in the game, actually. YULA has been able to convert on those shots inside the paint, whereas Ramaz has not been able to.
Turnover here on this end by Ramaz. And if they're not careful, this thing can get a little out of reach here early. We're still in the first half, minute and a half to play. The lead is only 13. Need to try to create. Oh, did a good job of breaking the press. Solomon gets fouled by Byrne on the way up, and he'll have 2 free throws. So Ramaz tried to exert some full court pressure.
I think YULA's very well coached and knows exactly how to get out of that press pretty quickly. And good job by Solomon to go up strong. Berg with the foul.
Solomon makes the first, and the lead is 20-6. Again, winner of this game takes on North Shore tomorrow in the championship. Second shot is missed, and the lead remains 14-20-6. Ramaz needs to find a way to get some points here before the half. Nice inside pass. And that's what they have to do. Capel does a nice job of moving without the ball. You've been saying that all weekend. That time he moved right to a good spot where he got it and get it up before. And again, having him win out of the ball game helps right there.
Absolutely. And he's going to have to continue to do that.
3 from the corner is no good. Capel tries to get the rebound. He's going to get called for kind of an over-the-shoulder sort of play there.
Yeah.
And I think that might send YULA to the line for one. Jojo Himmelman's going to check back in for YULA. He's going to take the place of Remmer, so go a little bigger. 20-8, 55.5 to play in the first half. Second quarter, first half. Solomon guarded by Capel, who I believe has 2 fouls. He's got to be careful. Oh, and then Talbot getting there a little late, trying to deflect the pass. Tahari is going to come in for Ramaz, and then Remmer will check back. So kind of a little offense-defense move here by Coach Hamey. He sends Himmelman back to the bench. Well, they still have the ball. Oh, Sokol wide open on the inbounds play. Makes the 14-footer. Yeah,
they set up a little stagger, and then they kind of everybody goes different ways, and then Sokol just takes a little step to the elbow, and he's wide open.
Does a good job of executing and making the shot, though. Now, corner at Capel. Capel driving in. Good job of recognizing Tobin Hess open on the left block, dumps it off to him. So 2 baskets here by Ramaz late. Still a 12-point lead, but at least now they've got some confidence. They can score. Back to 12, 22-10, 15 seconds to play in the quarter and half. Oh, nice ball movement by YULA. Oh, and then a steal by Tahari. 8 seconds to play. Bench might want to let him know what the situation is.
Oh, great pass.
Surprised there's no call there. And then, then walk as the buzzer sounded. I think he was going to call walk.
Great pass by, I think that was maybe Berg.
Yeah. Berg got it down to, I forget who it was down there on the
Hess,
block.
Maybe Hess.
It might have been a bump, no call, but can't get them over. That would have been huge. I think cutting that lead to 10 would have been really big for their confidence. But as it is, after a half of basketball dominated by the YULA Panthers, they lead 22-10. I think the story of the second half will be, can Ramaz at halftime make some adjustments? Can Coach Dolney figure out what he can do to neutralize the Himmelman advantage and get his Ramaz Rams back in the ballgame? So we'll be back in just a moment. Right now, at halftime, the lead is YULA 22, Ramaz 10. right, we are back, just about ready to start the third quarter. YULA will have the ball to start, and they lead by 12.
I think we have a couple of shout-outs here, don't we?
Well, we do want to say hello to Rabbi Abramchik's kids, Pinchas and Shmuel Abramchik, listening out in La La Land.
Absolutely.
Hope they had a good Shabbos out there without Abba to be there with them.
How could you not have a good Shabbos out in Los
Oh,
Angeles?
listen, everything's good out there. Hollywood. There's no business like show business. So here we go, second half. YULA up by 12. Can they maintain this lead and make it to the championship? Corner Solomon. He steps back. His three is short. Might have been a long two, but whatever the case is, it was off the mark.
We also have to give a shout-out to Alexa Winder listening up at Stern College for Women in her dorm. I guess she's at Brookdale Hall. So the Wi-Fi must be working well because I know she's following along, listening in. So
it'd be nice if we can get a listen in from Tara Thomas. I mean, not Tara Thomas, Courtney Thomas.
Courtney, I think, is on a bus coming on her way back from Philadelphia. She was at the University of Pennsylvania for Shabbos.
Was there a big thing going on down there?
No. She just went to visit some friends.
Just a visit. Yeah. Now here's Capel, and they need Capel to get going. He cannot get that one to fall. Everything he does is challenged, though, so it's difficult for him. Solomon loses the ball on the other end. Ramaz looks to run.
Oh, nice play by Sokol.
Got to be more careful with the basketball, though. And now here's Lieber. He's going to get fouled. Lieber, again, really kind of sparked things at the beginning of the game for YULA as he had 2 threes and a short jumper to give to 8 early points and really got YULA out of the gates fast, and Ramaz has not been able to answer ever since. They trail by 12 with Lieber a chance to build on that lead here. 1 minute gone in the third. Lieber's first is no good. Lieber, Remmer, Solomon, Himmelman, and Sokol on the floor for YULA, same as the 5 who started the first half, and then Berg, Capel, Tobin Hess, Tahari, and Haber for Ramaz. So Tahari, who didn't start in the first half, comes out to start the second half. Second free throw is good, and the lead is 13. Tahari inside to Tobin Hess. He's got Sokol on his back hip, and Sokol reaches in and gets called for foul. Bit of a quick whistle, but ball taken on the side by Tahari. Gets it to Tobin Hess. He spins right to the baseline. Goes around, gets into the lane. Capel for 3, and he gets it to go. Badly needed points from Capel for Ramaz. Lead back to 10, 23-13. Real nice job there by Tahari, whoever that was, to kind of draw the defense to him and then find Capel in the corner. And then Himmelman passed a little too low, and then he tries to dribble and goes out of bounds. Turnover. Can Ramaz keep this going? Up and under for Tobin Hess. Flying past Himmelman, cuts the lead to 8. Coach Hamey wants a timeout and talk things over. Ramaz making it interesting, cutting a 12-point halftime lead down to 8. Just what Ramaz needed here to start the second half, Stuart.
Absolutely. The perfect recipe for Coach Dolney coming right at it in the second half. Playing tough defense, getting some good steals, but more importantly, very controlled on their break and getting some good shots, and now starting to make them. So
remember they had that kind of little mini run to end the first half.
Right.
Scored 4. So if you're looking back to the last minute and a half of the first half, they've scored 9 points basically. 9 of their 15 have come in the last 3 minutes of play.
Absolutely. We always talk about the most important minutes of a basketball game are normally the first 3 minutes of the second half.
Lieber gets it into Sokol. Didn't want to give it to Solomon with Tahari guarding him. Solomon comes across and gets it to Lieber. They exchange the ball up high. Get into the corner to Remmer. Thinks about a 3. Dumps it down to Himmelman. No reason for him to... Himmelman tried to catch and shoot with on the turnaround in one motion. Missed it, but got his own rebound. Then got fouled on the putback. And he'll have a chance from the free throw line. Himmelman hasn't scored much tonight, but his presence has been so important on defense. As well as he does a nice job of distributing for big man. And then from the free throw line, calmly knocks down a free throw quite easily. And the lead is 9, 24-15. Himmelman's second is short. Great job by Lieber to corral the rebound, but then on the tie-up, ball is going to go back to Ramaz. Good job by YULA, though, to force the tie-up. They'll get the next tie alternate possession. Here's Haber across the timeline. Ramaz trails by 9. Tobin has top of the key. Long three is short. Berg keeps it alive. Ball's tipped around now here. Oh, and then I think Sokol's being called for another foul. I can't believe it. So Ramaz with another chance. Down 9, 5:32, 5:30 to play in the third. Haber, left-hand dribble. Gets Tobin has spins on Himmelman, gets it to go over. Good job of spinning into him and then jumping back.
And that's what we talked about in the first half. They've got to go at Himmelman. You know, you're going to get blocked, no problem, but you still got to make him, foul.
Nice spin move by Himmelman, puts it up a little short. Great tip by Sokol.
Sokol's all over the glass. He's unbelievable. Sokol has really played a great game. 26-17 lead back to 9. But Ramaz now doing a good job of being able to score more efficiently than they did in the first half, where they had 4 for most of the half. Now here's Tobin Hess with a quick shot and in. Tobin Hess feeling it after the spin move on the last play. He scores again on this end, and it's 26-19, 7-point game. A little bit more competitive than this here going in the second half. Lieber misses the 3, and here's Berg. Chance for the Rams to get closer. They trail by 9. Haber back to Berg. Rams slow it down a bit. To Hari. See if they try to key on Capel here. He sets a pick for Haber. Haber goes in with the runner. No good. Rebound by Berg. Berg took it away from Tahari. Now Capel to Tahari in the corner. And then a foul by Remmer on the floor. Ramaz will maintain possession, but Ramaz much more active on the offensive end than they were in the first half. Seem to figure a way to get points without getting Himmelman in the way. Inbounds play, they get it to Tobin Hess. He dribbles out. Back court, now gets it over to Capel. Capel drives lane, dumps it off for Berg. Tobin Hess nearly shuffled. Now he dribbles, tries to create on his own, and then I think they're going to call Sokol or Himmelman. I'm not sure if the scorer's table has ever gotten a foul. They're saying that that's unbelievable how many non-shooting fouls they call. Oh, Tobin Hess misses the free throw. Sion is going to come in for Sokol. Lead is still 7. Tobin Hess needs to convert this from the free throw line. Missed the first. His second is good, and the lead is 6. By far the closest we've been in quite some time.
Probably since the first quarter.
Right.
Solomon across the timeline over to Lieber. YULA. Now they're the ones who have to figure out a way to score. Himmelman out beyond the three-point line.
Ramaz is in sort of like a 2-1-2, kind of an extended 2-1-2 defense.
Himmelman, spin on Berg, goes at the basket, gets fouled.
Well, he's got it. That's what he has to do.
Yeah, and that was a good play. He needs to touch the ball more, just in my opinion. In general, he needs to be a little bit more assertive.
Right. Well, Berg is playing a little bit deny on the defense, but when Himmelman does get it, Berg needs to really just kind of block off that lane. You can't let him dribble down like that. Nice free throw for him from the big fella.
Makes the first and the lead's back to 7. .333 to play in the third. A lot of threes. Threes are wild. Himmelman makes both. Good. He's got a nice stroke. Lead is 8, 28-20. Sammy Merck in the ball game for the first time for Ramaz tonight. And then I think Solomon's going to call. Oh no, Tobin Hess trying to set a pick, and he moved into the defender. Call for the offensive foul. Turnover for the Rams. Can't afford that. Down 8. Solomon brings it across for YULA. There's Solomon now, 2 feet beyond the three-point line, out beyond the top of the key. Lieber at the left hash, gives it back to Solomon at the center circle. Inside to Himmelman, he turns, faces the defense, spins, thinks about it, gives it off to Sion, who just loses the handle. And then Sion just lost the ball, and then there was a very quick tie-up call. I didn't see that. I did not see a tie.
I don't either. It was a very quick whistle.
So quick. I mean, probably just no call right there. Ball comes into YULA. Oh, nice entry to Himmelman.
Nice.
And Aaron Cohen's not going to be able to stop that for Ramaz. Lead back to 10. Now Ramaz has to counter. They've cut it all the way down to 6. But now it's double digits again. Capel nearly loses the handle. See what he can do with Sion guarding him. Gets it over to Haber, though. Ball swings to Merkin. Gets it to Capel in the corner. Quick release. Gets it to go. Capel rises up from the right corner and gets ready to go. Quick
Beautiful shot. If he gets hot, he's such a streaky player. If he gets hot, they really could climb back into this thing very quickly.
So 2 threes from Capel, and the lead is back to 7. Solomon, top of the key, back. So now they're featuring Himmelman a little bit more at that free throw line position. 3 from Sion is long. Good rebound by Lieber. So back to Sokol. Sokol along the right baseline. Swings it out to Solomon to reset. Solomon into Himmelman. Drives it at Berg. Corner. Lieber. 3. Good. Nice set.
He hit 2 or 3 in the first half. I know he hit 2 in a row.
To start, yeah.
And it was a great stroke stepping right into that. Beautiful shot there.
Good find by Himmelman in the corner. Pass from Haber is tipped away. So the lead is back to 10, 33-23 YULA. Inbounds, they try to get it to Capel, they get it to Cohen instead. Oh, Berg. Berg does a nice job of getting it off before Himmelman can run at him. Gets it to go off the front iron. Lead to 8, 33-25. Now we get an inside push. Cohen, and you can't blame him. It's not a bad play. Get a little physical with Himmelman right there. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think he should be upsetting himself. And I think Ramaz is going to look back at this game and wonder why they were not able to do in the first half what they've been able to do here in the second half. They went extended minutes without being able to score, and that might be the story of this game ultimately. Here's Himmelman driving at Cohen. Tries to spin, instead kicks it back out. Back into Himmelman, re-entry from Solomon. Himmelman into the lane. Sion, Solomon for 3. Short, but I think we're going to get 3 seconds. Sokol camping out inside the lane. Turnover by YULA. Ball back to Ramaz. James Weiss in the ball game for the Rams. And now we'll get to see our first look at Wilner here in the second half as he comes in taking the place of Ariel Sokol. Sokol having a little trouble getting going, although he has made some great plays along the boards. Just picked up some fouls. There, got called for 3 seconds in the lane. There's Haber across the line. Berg, guarded by Himmelman. Berg spins right, drives, goes right at Wilner, and will pick up the foul and a chance for a 3-point play after the buck by Wilner on the drive. So as I said earlier, Berg needs to find a way to just go around Himmelman, and that's what he did there. Ended up involving Wilner, and now a chance for Ramaz to cut it to 5, which would be the closest they've been since the first half.
And that's what they need to do, just keep chipping away at it.
Berg makes the free throw, and the lead is 5, 33-28. YULA, are they feeling the pressure? Less than a minute to play here in the third. They have a 5-point lead. They've led the entire way. Here's Lieber, right hash mark. YULA can be patient with the basketball. They lead by 5, and we're down to 40 seconds in the quarter. Himmelman spins, finds Lieber in the corner. Didn't quite have the room he did last time. Here's Solomon now. Right elbow, takes it back out. They'll probably hold for the last. Himmelman back to Solomon. Sion. Now Himmelman, top of the key, spins right, goes back to Solomon. Clock kicks down to 20. Nice patient possession here for YULA. Coach Hamey says patient. I think he's calling to hold for the last shot as we go down to 10. Solomon hands to Sion. they wanted to get it back to Solomon. Sion was a little slow in getting it to him. Here's Solomon. 3-point line. Over to Sion. Nice entry pass to Wilner. Puts it up. A little long, no good. Rebounded by Capel. And the quarter comes to a close. Positive quarter there for Ramaz. They trail by 12. They cut 7 points off that lead, and it's now only a 5-point game going into the fourth quarter.
Huge momentum shift there for Ramaz in the third quarter. And so they're going to really have to now capitalize on coming out in the first few minutes of this last quarter and continue to chip away at this. But they're playing with much more energy. They're getting Capel back into the offense a little bit. He made a great three. Berg is kind of flexing his muscles a little bit. And on defense, they're just playing tougher. They're just playing tougher defense. That's all you can say than they did in the first half.
So after trailing by, I think they were down by more than 12 at one point, and it was 12 at halftime, but it might have been like 14 or 16 at one point. Yeah, I think it might have been 20 to 4. It was either 20 to 4 or 20 to 6, but Ramaz was finally able, and you got to hand it to Coach Dolney. You would assume that they made some adjustments at halftime, and they figured out some ways to get Capel involved that they weren't able to do in the first half. He made 2 corner threes, one from the left and one from the right. And Berg did a nice job on that last possession of dribbling around Himmelman and going at Wilner and drawing the foul on Wilner, and then converted the 3-point play. Again, they'll have the ball here to start the fourth quarter, so chance to make it 3 or even 2. Ooh, could have had it wrong. You're always looking the wrong way play here. They could have had it just now if they had not sort of called their attention to it. 5-point game. Joe Schwartz and other Ramaz fans hoping for a Rams comeback here. Here's Cohen, the free throw line. Tries to spin. Now here's Berg with an open look from the free throw line. Misses it, and then it looks like he went over the back. Good job of following the miss, but he goes over the back and gets whistled for the foul. Either team in the bonus as we start the fourth quarter here. 13 seconds gone. YULA leading by 5. Solomon across the timeline. Poor pass by Sokol, but then the ball finds its way into the hands of Wilner, and he does a good job of making the layup from the right block. So right now, on that possession, they had Sokol posting at the free throw line instead of Himmelman. That was an interesting look. Turns into 2 points for YULA, and they lead by 7, 35-28, 7:20 to play in the fourth. Capel. Coben has to be careful with the shuffling on the feet. Now Cohen on the block, guarded by Wilner. They get it to Berg. Berg hears the footsteps, misses the shot. YULA loses the ball out of bounds. Very fortunate for the Rams. Berg making a follow-through motion. I think he's telling himself he needs to do a better job on following through. Coach Dolney wants to talk it over. He calls a timeout. 7:08 to play in the fourth quarter. Our Tier 2 semifinal on the other side, the all-Florida matchup is tightened up, 47-45 over there. Exciting ball game for those of you interested in that. That's on Court 1, the Court 1 feed. That's a Boca Miami tussle. Miami derby. Both teams going most of the way here with their starters, playing a little bit shorter rotation here than you saw earlier in the week. All right, here we go. Ramaz with the ball under the basket, trailing by 7. Coben has to trigger the inbounds pass. He needs to get it in. It's quick 5-second calls here. Now Berg guarded by Himmelman. Nice job of Berg to take Himmelman in front. And then drives at him, and Himmelman, clean rejection up top. Now here's Solomon to Sokol. Over to Himmelman, free throw line extended. To Sion at the elbow, makes the 3, and the lead is suddenly back to 10. Hamey applauds his team's effort. Ramaz had cut it down to 5. YULA scores the first 5 of the fourth quarter, and it's back to 10. Cohen. Now Haber into the lane, goes up, ball gets tipped out of bounds by Himmelman. Tries to sell the call to go the other way, but no luck. Great block by Himmelman on one end, and then a good ball rotation on the other by the Panthers. Sion does a nice job of nailing the three. Oh, and then Capel a little upset at his teammate there. Berg would have had an opportunity there and he drove towards the basket. Capel anticipated it, but the pass went out of bounds. Here's Sokol. Sokol and Solomon up top with Sion. Himmelman at the free throw line. Got Wilner in the corner. There's Solomon to Sion. They circle it around the top of the key. Now here's Solomon. Thinks about the three. Thought he had Sion on his. Oh, then Sion does a great. Oh! Great backdoor.
Again, Sokol finds the open man, and they just couldn't convert. Great pass by Sokol.
It was a good job by Sion to cut to the basket. He just missed the alley-oop pass. And then nice opportunity there for Haber. Can't get it to go, though. Lead is 10. Here's Solomon. Open three. Short. Rebound Capel. Here comes Haber. Berg. Now Haber between the circles, guarded by Solomon. He's got Tobin Hess with the pick if he wants it. Tobin Hess with a quick three is good.
Nice
Beautiful shot.
there. Yeah, really nice shot.
Tobin Hess cuts it back to 7, staying within reach. Sion, left hash mark. He and Solomon exchange the ball. Now Sokol. Here comes Wilner flashing to the left corner, right corner. Himmelman spinning, getting it to go.
Good move, very good move. That's where the ball needs to be every time, in my opinion.
And
they got to get the ball to him.
And Himmelman, pumped up, emotional, excited about that last successful trip. He's talking to himself. He's excited. They're up 9, 40-31. Tobin Hess. Ball's kicked by Sokol. And Geel will come back in. I think he'll replace Haber. Chetrit likewise checks in for the Rams. Cohen will sit, and then Lieber comes back into the ball game, replacing Wilner. Lead is 9. Inbounds play comes to Chetrit. He hands off to Tobin Hess, driving, trying to use the basket as to hold off Himmelman. Himmelman still blocks, and then right at the defender. Nice, strong move by Solomon. Geel gets called for the foul. Solomon will go to the line for 2. Steinmetz comes back in with what looks like a basket of food from
Holy Cow.
From Holy Cow.
And he's going to give it to?
Gives it to one of his assistant coaches.
Very nice.
I think he already put his food down on a chair. I think that is reserved for him, and obviously needs to watch this game. Although he knows both of these opponents very well, he'll be playing the winner of this game, and I'm sure he's familiar with what both of these teams run. Lead is 10. Solomon makes the second. Builds the lead up to 11, and Tahari will come to the ball game for Capel. Surprised to see Capel sit at this point in the game. Maybe he needs a quick rest. Ramaz is going to have to figure out a way to score. They're down 11 with 4.5 to play. Berg over to Geel. Geel, fortunate to get that pass in there. And then Berg out to Tobin Hess. His quick three is good.
Wow.
With 2 defenders draped all over him.
I mean, he has really showed that he can make that three-pointer.
Again, Ramaz refusing to go away. Back to 8. Plenty of time left. 4 minutes to play. Lieber in the left corner. See if they try to find him. Instead, Sokol, his three is short. Rebounded by Tobin Hess. Bit of a quick shot there and Tobin Hess feels it. Steps into a three. That's good! And the lead is suddenly back to 5. 3 threes in the last minute and a half for Tobin Hess.
He is absolutely feeling it. He's pretty much on fire now.
Oh, he just called for that ball all the way down the court. Caught it, stepped into it beautifully, and nailed it.
And the problem with Eula's got to recognize that you can't allow the hot, streaky shooter to step into a three-pointer like that.
Tobin Hess's three-point sharp shooting has gotten Ramaz right back into this ball game, and they'll be able to come back in with a fresh Capel who's sitting right now. Combine that with the timeout, Ramaz, they've got to like this position right now. If you would have said earlier in the game that there's going to be 3:50 left, you're only going to be down 5, I think they would have said, hey, we'll take that. I mean, because earlier things did not look, they looked bleak.
Now, YULA's just basically got to look inside to Himmelman because he's pretty much unstoppable when he gets the ball on the block. And that's really what they need to try to do now is dump it inside.
All right, here we go. Sokol. Oh, God, inviting the trap there. Tobin Hess saying it's me. Had a good opportunity there to spring the press on Sokol as YULA went right threw the ball right into the corner there, and it was a good chance to press. But Sokol will go to the line. I think we're shooting 1-1.
And I think Tobin Hess has 4 fouls, so he's got to be a little bit careful. Oh, he missed a free throw, and Ramaz able to get it.
5-point lead. Ramaz with the ball, trailing by 5. Tobin Hess and Capel's going to check back in at the next stop. Here's Geel. I don't want to pick up his dribble over there. Here's Tahari, guarded by the athletic Sion. Sion tips it away. Capel will come in for Chetrit.
Oh my, let it go. There you go. Good job there by Tobin Hess. Let the ball go backward and then get it.
And here's Geel. Gives it to Berg at the free throw line.
Nice move.
Here is Tahari for 3, just a little long, and then goes over the backboard out of bounds. Good look for Tahari there, just a little off the mark.
Yeah, good job by Berg to find the open man out there.
Now here's YULA breaking the press. They got Himmelman there, Sokol. Back to Himmelman. Ooh, nearly at his feet. Good job by Himmelman to maintain the possession there. Sokol. Sion at the right elbow. Ooh, his pass to Sokol could have been stolen. They get it to the corner to Lieber. His 3 is just a bit short. And then, yeah, good job by Berg to box out. Sokol tried to get the ball over his back. Not a foul over the back, but they tipped the ball out of bounds. Ramaz with a chance again to cut it. Ooh, what's happening there? It looks like Haber's going to come back in.
Yeah, I was going to get the shove in there.
Geel gave Coach Dolney some good minutes for the Rams. Lead is 5, 42-37. Ramaz, chance to cut it to 3 or 2 right here on this possession. 2:42 to play. Now we're trying to, I think we got a wet spot.
No, I think we have a bottle cap of some kind. Yeah, okay.
Bottle cap delay.
Is that an alternate possession? Is that an alternate bottle cap or a...
Right.
Who gets the code on that? Is that the home team gets the code?
My Coke rewards.
It's really bad situation because now, oh, there you go. Ramaz has to get the ball in bounds.
Good job. Here's Tobin Hess trying to drive at Lieber. He circles around to the right corner, sends it out to Tahari. Now Haber trying to find Tobin Hess. Can't get it to him. Tahari is that right elbow. Tobin Hess with absolutely no room. That one was probably a little bit too much.
That was a little forced.
Solomon pulls it back out. Smart senior leadership right there. Here's Sokol, guarded by Tahari. Ramaz tries to trap, instead call for a reach.
I think that last shot by Tobin Hess was just a little forced.
I mean, a combination of the distance that he was away from the basket as well as just a defender really in his pocket. Very tough to get that one to go. Here's Sokol.
Very important for Ramaz to box out here on the miss.
Which he gets. So 2 missed one front ends and 1-on-1 by Sokol. Can Ramaz make them pay? Capel over to Haber. Let's see if Capel can find a way to get the bat ball in an open position. Tobin Hess to Berg. Berg trying to drive at Himmelman. Now Capel. He's got Sion and Himmelman on him. Gives the ball back off to Tobin Hess. Tobin Hess drives, gets fouled by Lieber. Don't think that Ramaz is in the bonus yet. Wow, first time we've seen Nathaniel Talbert in the ball game for a while. Coach Dolney wants a quick 30-second timeout to talk about things. 1:53 to play. Game still within reach for Ramaz. They only trail by 5. They need a score, though, on this possession.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's going to Dolney's going to draw up a play. I think what you're going to see here is, sorry. No, but I'm saying I think you're going to have like either Talbert or Haber dribbling off of the screen from Capel or Tobin Hess. And then that way Tobin Hess or whoever sets the screen could possibly be able to pop out for the three. Yeah, I think you're going to, I don't know. You don't need a three-pointer right here, but with Himmelman down in the paint like that, I think you're better chances for an open three than trying to drive into the lane. Let's see what happens here.
Main thing here for Ramaz is try to get a good open shot.
Yeah, I'd like to see Haber. I'd like to see Haber or Nathaniel Talbert with kind of a penetration and then a kick out, or maybe to Berg to the free throw line and then a kick out. He's got Tobin Hess or Capel. So here we go.
Here's Haber dribbling to the left. Gets it into Tobin Hess. Tobin Hess has got a defender on him that he can score on.
Yeah.
And that was Lieber, and then Lieber gets called. Oh, actually, the foul is going to call him Sokol. That's 4 or 5 on him. That will send Tobin Hess to the line. Key now is he's got to convert these free throw opportunities. Sokol talking with Coach Hamey, trying to plead his case. Tobin Hess's first off the mark. Capel, he's got to go right up to the not a bad play by Sion to foul him quickly.
Right.
Send him to the line, make him earn it from a one-on-one perspective.
Good rebounding there.
Rebound bounced long. Wilner, looks like Wilner is going to check in for Sion. Those are kind of, it's kind of interchangeable there.
Yeah, not a lot lost there. Both very athletic.
I wouldn't mind seeing both of them on the floor, though, right here for YULA. Just rebounders. Oh, Capel's got to make that free throw. It bounces out on him.
That's a tough one there.
Oh, but then
nice, tough.
Berg going to steal.
Got to hit your free throws.
Sion's going to check right back in for, I think Coach Hamey looks at Sion as a little bit more versatile on the offense. So he comes back in there when YULA gets the ball back after the kick by Berg. 1.5 minutes to play. Ramaz might think about fouling now. Sokol looks like someone you might want to foul. Right. Put the pressure on him. I think this will be the last one-on-one opportunity, though, if I'm not mistaken.
And now, I know I preach this every single year, but it just comes down to free throw shooting, which has really been not that great in this entire tournament. Just really, I think North Shore hit a few free throws tonight, which was good. But
at this level,
you've got to be able to shoot free throws. I'm sorry.
Not to be excellent. I mean, obviously, you're going to miss some free throws, but you're not playing above the rim. You're not dunking.
I mean, look at this.
One thing you can do here is shoot free throws.
Look, you got 4 years of high school. I'm sure my cousin Beryl and I both probably shot 200 free throws a day. Is what you have to do.
It's all repetition
That's all it is.
Second free throw for Sokol. This one gets 2 to roll in. So after he missed the front end of 2 1-on-1s, he gets 2 to fall, and the lead is back to 7. Rams got to score. Don't necessarily need the 3, but if it's there, take it. Here's Capel. Drives in, takes a long 2 short. Got 2 Rams there for the rebound. Berg gets blocked by Himmelman. Outside to Haber. Back nice interior pass. Himmelman with a nice block. And I think there's a foul call maybe on Sokol.
Himmelman is just like Bill Russell down there. I mean, he literally just anything that happens is just. It was a great job by Talbert to go
under
the basket. Normally that protects from blocking, but Himmelman's so long, he's able to go up and under with the great block. And the other thing I like about Himmelman's blocks are he keeps them in bounds a lot, which is also very key.
So that was just a great defensive stop there by the Rams. the end result of the play, I believe, is a foul, maybe on Sokol, which will send Ramaz to the line, where, again, the key is they've got to convert.
For those of you listening in the New York area, we have another game here tonight, which is a Tier 1 consolation, I believe.
Right, that game should have been played earlier.
6-seed Hafter against the 7-seed Nuju from the Jaguars
from California. Yeah.
So that game will be starting here, I would say about 10 minutes after the final buzzer here. I know it's already 10 after 1 on the East Coast, but if you want to listen in on your Hafter team, we'll have it for you.
Tobin Hess, not a lot of time here. Got to get a shot off. He leans back, can't get it to fall, and YULA comes away with the rebound. That might be it for Rams. Got a foul.
No, you got a foul now. You can't allow this to happen. Too much time going up. Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah.
Came across and then his foot went back across. Just kind of lost the sense of where he was on the floor there. So good opportunity here for the Rams. They can cut it to 5 or 4. Bucket here. Tobin Hess dribbles into the lane, goes up the left hand. Great shot.
Yeah. Kind of used the right hand to ward off Himmelman, and then laid it with the left hand, and you got a foul here. You can't, see, that's not. The problem is you got a foul up here. Number one, you're wasting time, but more importantly, you're giving them an opportunity to go to the basket, and you just can't do that.
Sion converts, gets fouled.
That truly is almost a backbreaker. Ramaz was actually in a great position to foul 5 seconds ago, way up top, and just let the guy dribble right past him. And then once you do that, and then you get it into the lane like that, you run into this situation where you're going to get a layup and then a foul.
Tobin has fouled out on the play, which is unfortunate for the Rams in terms of their ability to come back here, because he's obviously one of their most prolific scorers. But a great game for Tobin Hess. He left it all out on the floor here tonight. Gave the Rams all he could and really kept them in this game. I mean, if it weren't for Tobin Hess, this game would probably already be over. We'd already be ready for that next game. His three-point shooting and ability to score is really what kept Ramaz in the game.
Both teams taking advantage of the minute that you get, I guess, to select a player for the fouled-out person.
Looks like Epstein is going to come into the game. Bennett Epstein for the Rams. They've also got Amzalag out there. Berg, Haber, and Capel.
A great job by Ramaz to get back into this ball game, absolutely, sure.
Again, when they look back, the story of this game was the first half. They went through just such a lengthy period of time where they were not able to score the basketball.
Yeah, that second quarter was just a killer for them.
I mean, it wasn't until like that last minute of the second quarter when they were able to score 4 quick points. And then the second half, they pretty much have stayed even with them. I mean, they were down 12, so they've actually won the second half. The problem was they likely dug too deep a hole. Now here's Capel. Again, the athletic Sion does a great job of going up and blocking that shot. And then Berg was called for a foul there. He needed a foul, but he was trying to get a steal. But down 7, they still had a chance there. Capel looked like he had room, but Sion closed very quickly at the block, and I think that might be 5 on Capel too. So things just the odds stacking against the Rams right now. But again, you gotta give them a hand for really. I mean, they could have packed it in and just said, we're not gonna be able to do this. They fought and clawed and did everything they could, and just couldn't dig all the way out of the hole.
Yeah.
Tahari now checks in. I thought that was Capel. Was that Berg's fifth? Okay, so Berg and Tobin Hess now both fouled out. Very clean game despite the number of fouls. I mean, I'm not sure how many other Rams even have fouls. They might have picked up most of the fouls for them. Solomon makes 1 of 2. The lead is 8, 47-39, 25 seconds to play. Haber have to be quick now. Capel sets a pick. Haber steps into a 3 that's short. Ball comes back to him. Oh, he thought he had Capel, and he did, but he just couldn't get the pass to him. Now the clock ticks down to 10, and Epstein is going to foul to stop the clock, but it's going to be too late, and YULA is going to win and set up a intriguing championship matchup tomorrow between YULA and the North Shore Stars.
I think North Shore's
How do you handicap that one?
I think North Shore's got the athleticism. They've got height. I think that not Josh Cohen, but Cody Cohen, I think can play with Himmelman, actually. I think he's got the game. He's got the quickness to play with him. And I like the triangle of Evan Rubin, Cody Cohen, and Josh Cohen to combat this Solomon, Himmelman, Sokol kind of action, and should be a pretty good ball game, actually. I think they're both well coached, and
I think it could be a good
I think
ball
it should be a good
game. It will be
basketball
a good
game.
ball game. I'm having trouble right now thinking. I don't want to predict a winner. We'll just have to see how it plays out. Free throw was good, both of them, and it's a 10-point game, and final score is going to be YULA 49, and then Ramaz. Gonzalez just kind of shrugs his shoulders. Nothing they can do. The final score is YULA 49, Ramaz 39. YULA advances to the Tier 1 championship against North Shore. And we'll also have an interesting matchup between Ramaz and Chicago tomorrow, although you question what Chicago's going to be able to bring with that without Newlander. I think Newlander will probably have to sit, especially in a consolation setting.
With a consolation setting like this, and now with them having to go back to Chicago and play their regular league schedule, if you will.
I think they'll probably sit him.
But I'm looking forward to the final. But again, we have another basketball game. Believe it or not, we got another ball game. We got another game coming up here with the Hafter Hawks going up against the New Jew Jaguars. That'll come to you in about 6 minutes and 17 seconds and counting. Thank you all for listening.